This game is called Last Call, a game by Nina Freeman and Jake Jeffries. What do you see when you close your eyes? I see this, the blue one. I'm here. That was a little tutorial on how to do the voice recognition. I have played through this once before. I just wanted to record it this time and share it and then share my thoughts on it. I could barely see his face when we met in a dark, loud bar. Friends of friends, we were introduced. Not a care in the world, just small talk. I drank a big glass of red wine and tried to hear what he said, but the music mostly drowned him out. Not that I cared, he was cute. He was looking at his phone almost the whole time, which annoys me now. Why didn't I notice it then? He didn't even care. But I followed him outside anyway. Maybe only one cigarette later and I was in love. I'm listening. Gotta go through all these boxes and read all the little notes. I downloaded a line just to chat with him. We decided to meet up again at another bar. This one with an arcade and an infernal woman painted on the wall. Tits out, genuinely lovely, presiding over us. We made more small talk. Something about intramural volleyball and Pokemon Go. He looked at me in the eyes and said, since both of us have had trouble finding friends here, maybe we can be each other's friends. And I think, yes, and then maybe we can have sex. I was quarter feeding, eyes locked to his like my life depended on it. Left my credit card at the bar and forgot it. Crush is a weak word for a powerful drug. Sounds like she fell hard for this guy pretty quick. Tell me more. Well, they're definitely gamers. I was so desperate to visit him, I'd sit on his couch while he played a game and ignored me. I was happy just being nearby. I didn't want to be annoying and take up all his free time. I apologized constantly for wanting to see him, but he said not to worry about it. He wanted to see me. I went home and took too many selfies, just to find the perfect one for him. I sent one and he sent one back, full of that special low-light iPhone camera noise, and I rushed back to his place because I needed to be there on his mattress on the floor. Tell me more. We were out on a nice normal date, sat down at a table with little folded napkins and a breadbasket. They gave us our cocktails, and to my disbelief, he fingered me under the table. I thought this must be normal. I've seen it in porn. Love should be full of surprises, and I was sick of Disney romance anyway. What is romance without the horror of humiliation? We got up to leave, and I thought about all of that for like a second and paid the tab. I'm listening. Soon enough, I left the normal apartment where my last relationship unceremoniously ended. Got carried away by feelings of a fresh start, shoved everything into literal trash bags, and dragged them down the block mostly because I hate driving. Laid down on the carpet of this new place and hoped he'd lay there with me someday. We kissed in the rain a week later, and then he moved in, simple as that. Tell me more. We went on like this. We went on like that for a while, sucking each other's faces around various public fire pits, having a lot of sex without thinking, related enough over childhood trauma to get closer, felt like we grew up similarly troubled. Similarly accomplished, yes. I thought horny and troubled, exactly what I am and what I need. He said, I love you. I'm listening. Okay. He said, I love you. He said it. He said it. I said it. Of course I said it. Again and again, like I stood between two mirrors facing each other. Tell me more. Okay, I'm gonna go into this room back here. He left his job with big dreams and a fresh haircut. No plans to pay rent. He said I was hot again and again. He said I love you. He said it. God, I was happy. I follow. Our romance had highs and lows that left me breathless and addicted. I wanted to make him happy. I paid for cigarettes. I asked him to never forget to kiss me. All we ate were pizza rolls for a while, living off frozen food and booze. I got us takeout sometimes. We'd unroll the pull-out couch and share warm biscuits and share wine on the weekends. But it didn't seem to matter. He stopped kissing me in the morning. I'm listening. The last time he told me he loved me feels like months ago now, and I told him that, but he said I'm wrong, so I must be. I'm listening. I ask him to tell me I love you again. I need it. I really need it. He won't, and I hate myself for it. Shouldn't I just trust him? I get mad and ask him when he'll start paying rent again, and I hate myself. I follow. I hate myself, and in a night no one celebrates, I open the skylight and try to climb out, and he pulls me back in, and he hits me. He hits me, and he hits me again. The impact lands me on the couch, and he chokes me until I can't breathe. I remember thinking, it's weird how quiet screaming sounds when you might die. Can't scream if you can't breathe. I'm weak, but when I ran out of breath, I tore his hands off my throat, or maybe he chose to stop. Either way, I lived. Good. I'm glad she fought back. I believe you. Okay, I'm gonna go back to this other room to see if something unlocked, because yeah, they did. And I loved again. Believe it or not, I loved again. I got on my knees in the morning and hunched over. I cried and begged him to stay. When he'd hit me, he told me I'd die alone. I believed it and begged him to stay. He said okay and wiped my tears away and hugged me and told me it'd be okay. And he touched the bruises on my neck and he told me he'd stay. It sounds to me like she was so beaten down. She thought this was love. I see you. I wore a soft gray scarf on my neck. The next day I wore a red scarf, and another next day I wore a black scarf with tiny stars like the other night around my neck, which was hidden by scarves. I understand. I was too scared to bring it up that he hit me and choked me. I slept next to him, but not with him. I didn't have nightmares and not any dreams. I bought him more cigarettes, and we played video games near each other. Time went by slow. I tried not to think about it. I'm with you. I'm just going to pause for a moment. I have never been through anything like this before, but I feel like I'm going through this story with her. And it's making me just want to reach out and help her. I stole some of the cigarettes I bought him and walked to work and smoked only one. I listened to this song over and over, and it said, "This isn't what I deserve. I want a love that's pure." Was this the permission I needed to hope for something more? I cried until I couldn't see the sidewalk. I see you. I sat on the couch behind his back, Googling, is it normal for a boyfriend to stop saying I love you? I was surprised at the volume of the results, but validated that I wasn't alone, and validated that there was no straight answer. There are some questions Google can't answer, but where else could I turn? The shame of it kept me silent. I understand. I hear a slight whispering. I asked him to finally help with rent. I'm not rich, you know that. I thought we understood each other. He punched the wall next to my head and left a hole. I'm with you. Yeah, that's from a fist. and it's new again. I go to therapy. I learn about anxious, avoidant, and secure people. I try to label myself in him. And I go home and I tell him what I learned, and he tells me I worry too much. Nothing is wrong. Stop bringing it up. I say, you told me I'd die alone. And he turns to me, I never said that. Yes, you did. I believe you. I cry every time I take a shower because it's a good time to think. I try to talk to him about it, and he tells me it's not a good time. I understand. I start to wonder why I need so much attention. I can't remember the last time we kissed. He won't kiss me when we have sex. He won't kiss me when we have sex. I'm with you. I can't be with him, but I can't not be with him. All of my thoughts are contradictory these days. He tells me to figure it out on my own time. So I sit in the bathroom and clench a sealed bottle of pills by the cap in my mouth. I don't take them, but I do think about it. I'm with you. It sounds like she wants to leave, but she's afraid to, both physically, meaning him hitting her, and afraid mentally. What was it about that night? Out at a show, anxious as hell. I asked him to stay close. He wanders into the crowd, beaming blue lights. Looks like water streaming from my shower head. Everyone is dancing and drinking. I'm perfectly still. No more crying in the shower. I understand. Get home, he's trashed. I'm mad he ditched me. Like that time he drove drunk and I screamed for him to pull over. I did, and I got out and stood on the highway watching him skid off in the dark. Like then, he curses me out tonight. He cracks my head against the corner of our hallway. He backhands me, but I barely notice. My head hurts. He grabbed my neck again, and something in the deepest pit of my stomach lurches up through my fingertips, and I tear his hands off my neck, like footage of rotten fruit spat up. The moldy crust spitting skin in the shape of a knife. He whirls in a rage and yells something about a knife. I don't remember my feet touching the ground, but they were bare, and I ran out of there with nothing except my long t-shirt and underwear. Good for you. I believe you. I'd never ran barefoot in a panic. It was 4 a.m. and an old janitor I'd seen before was closing up at the neighboring bar. I slapped the window until he saw me. He gave me a booth, typical red leather and orange lighting, very Portland. I shook like a blender and couldn't speak. He called the cops. They shined lights in my face and took photos of my bruises. Drove me down the block back home. The cop said, "You have a choice to make. Do you want to take him in? Or do you want to be with him?" I stood at the front door and felt my whole body pause. I'm with you. I picture myself inside the apartment, dusky, dead. The cops are slow motion in front of me. My heart is beating so fast, like the pressure, the sweat, and bruises swelling on my skin. Screw them for making me choose, for putting it all on me. I let them take him, screw all of them. I'm with you. Finally, I'm alone, surrounded by chunks of a busted table, broken vase, hole in the wall. I lay curled up in a corner of my bed, too weak to grab the covers. I didn't sleep. I watched the sunrise through the broken blinds, and I knew it was a morning to choose for myself, and I never saw him again. Good job. Good job, girl. I see you. I patched up the hole, and that's the end, Nina. That was a really strong, deep story. I know there are people out there that go through this, and they're afraid to leave. They're afraid to leave because they're afraid of getting hurt or killed, and they're afraid of and they're so beaten down. They're afraid of their heart getting broken because they feel like what they're going through with the abuser is is the best they can do, basically. But if you're in a kind of situation like this, do what you have to get out, because the violence will only get worse. Many women don't survive when they try to leave, but they also don't survive if they stay. Seek help.